Greetings and welcome back to Victoria 2. So, let's continue with Serbia. So yeah, I've been thinking about how things might turn out, and I'm not sure if it's gonna work in the long run, because one problem that... Oh, let's first of all do this one. What the hell is all of this about? Seek global support for the reform? Yeah, sure. So, one problem is that usually France and Russia form an alliance, and that's a pretty strong alliance because if you manage to be on their side, they are very powerful on a continental Europe. The UK usually is only at half strength because most of their armies are on colonies. Prussia, however, is strong. Austria is a bit, I don't know, a mid-weight, so are the Ottomans. And the problem here is that I chose to ally Russia. So France can't ally Russia. Actually, France chose to ally the Austrians, but usually France allies Russia, which, yeah, anyway, we'll have to figure out if this alliance is going to be strong enough, or if France is going to choose to oppose us or not. In the meantime, we still got Prussia, that is unaligned when it comes to great powers. What about our spheres? Russia is up to 70. I guess that's good. For now, it doesn't really matter that much in which sphere I am. Although, as long as I'm in the Ottoman sphere, I can't actually declare war on them. But I can raise flashpoint tensions, so that's not too much of an issue. But I'm gonna wait with that a little while longer until I get enough technologies. Because once I do take one of these provinces, my research points are gonna plummet because my percentage of clergymen is gonna go down. And there we go. We got clean coal. That's another boost to the economy. And next up we will be going for mechanical production. In the meantime, we're up to 2.4 almost soldiers. That's nice. Thing is, even if I get up to 5%, I probably won't get much over 4, maybe 5, wait, what's that? Maybe 5 brigades. But I just want to keep the amount of soldiers high, for in case that I do raise an army, I'm gonna need all of them. I think that with this state, I might be at about, I don't know, 7 to 10 brigades, not counting the mobilization, which might be enough given if I can get good technology and I can try and defend back here, because all of this are hills, and hills have a reduced combat width by 33%, which means that you can have a smaller army defending back there, because you will have a full front line and back line. So if you have a small elite army, which is what I will have down here, because this is very sparsely populated compared to the middle of Europe. So I'll have a small army, hopefully elite army, to defend mostly against the Ottomans, I suppose. Maybe against the Austrians, it'll depend on how things evolve. Right, let's get another general. Oh. And let's spend some points with the Prussians. In the meantime, people are still fighting in South America. Oh, okay, now Russians are actually allied by Krakow as well. Wait a minute, Krakow is also allied with... oh no, they used to be allied with Austria. Now Krakow is probably one of those other small nations that's quite interesting to play, especially considering the fact that you get one small, one province state pinned in between 3 great powers. Makes things very interesting. So we are making a decent amount of money. I'm going to have to bump my... yeah, for some reason I'm not making as much as I had hoped. But let's bump some of this anyway. Let's actually bump the military spending a little bit. I'm gonna have to get some tax efficiency to get some more money out of these people, because it's at 23% now. Actually, shouldn't there be a technology? Nope. I meant the invention. I'm gonna have to go for ad hoc money bill printing and stock exchange. Oh, wait a minute. France justifying against Brazil and Russians justifying against Kokand. Alright, so seems like we'll be seeing some wars soon. Although very far away from us. We got Brazil down here and Kokand is down there. So nothing to worry about. Unless these guys have allies that are close by, but I doubt it. Let's take a look. Alright, with Khiva and Persia, that's not too much of an issue for me. And Brazil is allied with Chile, which is even less of a concern. Okay, so once we get to about... Actually, I should have... let's see, how many bureaucrats do I have? Yeah, I'm gonna... Wait a minute. I'm gonna quickly check. What's my... Yeah, I'm gonna get a few more bureaucrats first to get up to 100% efficiency. Then I'm gonna switch back to soldiers. It shouldn't take that long. Should have done this before switching to soldiers. And of course we also got Montenegro. It's a little bit in the same situation as Krakow maybe. Totally surrounded by great powers, being a one province nation. And yeah, it's even in a worse state than Krakow because it's a very small nation with 26,000 people and they have fruit, compared to Krakow at least has 80,000 people and they have coal. So at least you can still start some factories up there, like, I don't know, glass factory, cement factory. Over here with fruit you can't really do much. Alright. Let's spend some more points with the Prussians. Let's hope that they actually like us enough to... Wait a minute, there's something big going on. France, Austria, okay, well, looks like Brazil is about to get crushed. And we got the Russians fighting over there once again, and the Ottomans are once again fighting against Egypt for something. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on, but not anywhere close to us yet. Let's take a look at the crises. Any flashpoint tension? Not yet. Okay, I think we got enough bureaucrats now. So let us switch back to soldiers. Oh, wait. Soldiers, alright. For about, I don't know, until we get about 3.5, and then we're gonna look into getting some tension going down here. Am I still sphered? Yes, I am. So I can't even declare war against the Ottomans, even if I want to. I could declare war against Austria, but that's going to be pretty much suicide, since they are backed up by France. Let's just take a look what the Russians would say. They will not accept, of course not. In the meantime, we'll increase relations still. We're almost maxed out with Prussia, then I'm going to go over to France. Actually, Austria has some good relations with us for some reason, although it is declining. And also allied with Bavaria. Shouldn't forget about that. Even though Bavaria isn't that big, but they aren't small either. There's about 1 million people there, so they could raise, well, I guess a mid-size army, at least one stack. Alright, next technology, I guess we're gonna go for... we could go for the railroads, build some railroads. Yeah, I guess we're gonna do that first. And then we'll be switching to some commerce stuff to get some extra taxes. In the meantime, we're still making good money. And we're getting some inventions. Now, we did get an invention for timber production. That's going to be useful soon because there's a whole bunch of timber down here. And there's a factory here as well, a regular clothes factory. It's actually very useless since there's no cotton here, there's no dye here, so I'm probably going to be building some furniture factory, lumber factories down here. And in North Serbia we'll have a glass factory and some liquor distilleries. Well, Russia is on the move. Still fighting. No, wait. He won. And looks like this is actually... Oh yeah, well there we got France. And I guess this is Austria. But it's pretty far away, especially for Austria, since they have to go all around through the Mediterranean and move all the way over there. At least France can land down here in whatever the hell this is. In Guinea, I suppose. French Guiana, sorry. And they got some islands over here as well. What do we got? Oh, we're up to 3% soldiers, okay. Let's see. Let's let it go for about 1 more year and then we'll look into getting some flashpoint tension going. Now, problem is with flashpoint tension, it wouldn't even work at the moment because too many great powers are at war. And you can actually check that out quickly. So let's do that. And let's take a look. So as you can see, great powers are at war, reduces the amount of tension, and in total it doesn't look like I'd be getting anything at all out of this, so I gotta wait until the great powers are at peace, and also if the Ottomans drop in rankings. So let's go back to soldiers. Let's see, oh, we still got the coke invention. That's another 50% extra coal output. Oh, and this one as well. Oh, and these two, yeah, we still got a lot of inventions that'll boost our economy. Let's boost some of this as well back here. A little bit of everything. We're still nicely in the green. We're saving money. We're going to be building a railroad soon. Now, the only flat land that I have is Bor, so I'm going to be building the railroad right there. I'm going to need level 2 railroads before I can build any down here, or anywhere down here actually, since it's all hills. There we go. Oh, and we got the threshing machine. That's wonderful. So let's build a railroad and let's do some research down here. Let's start with stock exchange. So, what else is happening? Oh, France has another war against Madagascar this time. So yeah, France is very occupied. That's actually going to diminish their power a little bit. And they do have some infamy as well, but not that much. Let's see, they got the 2180 brigades. They are mobilized, so they are going to get some more. Whereas Russia is not mobilized, and they do have 80 brigades as well, which is very nice. What about Prussia? 58. Austria, well, Austria is mobilized as well and only has 70 brigades, so that's not that much. The Ottomans have a good 30 brigades, and the UK has, well, 130. But as I mentioned before, a lot of their troops are on colonies, so their power in Europe itself is, well, not that much greater than any of the other great powers. Okay, and now we're maxed out with Prussia. Oh, wait a minute, the Russians have allied France. That's interesting. Are they still allied with... No, they aren't. That's good. That's very good. We got the Russian-French alliance going. And yeah, that should work out. Normally, we'll be boosting relations with France. And I guess once I hit about 200 or a little bit before, I'm gonna start the flashpoint tension. Then normally either Russia or France will back me, and if one backs, the other one will probably back us as well. So we should get Russia and France on our side. Prussia is still unaligned, I suppose. Yeah, so with a little bit of luck, these guys back me as well, and if they do, then we pretty much win the engagement. Oh, wait a minute, Italy just formed. Huh, that's interesting. Yeah, we got a military parade. Let's get a bunch of prestige for that. Let's see, we're almost at 4% soldiers, so I guess we could... Let's see, any more wars going? Yeah, the French are still fighting, so I'm not gonna... And Spain as well. So I gotta wait until all of that is done. Actually, Spain is no longer a great power. Portugal is a great power now. Yeah, probably very close in points. They always are, the last few back here. The Ottomans 103, 4, Portugal 100, Spain 97, Italy, wait a minute. Okay, 88, Italy just dropped again. But yeah, Italy formed, so that's another potential great power down here. Oh, they're actually at war with Austria, I guess. That explains why they are no longer allies. Okay, now this is tricky. Italian liberation of Lombardia. So we got Austria and a whole bunch of smaller German powers versus Italy and France. Now normally they should be able to win. I guess the biggest problem is that France has a lot of troops in Brazil still, maybe. I'm surprised that Russia didn't join. They would have been able to beat up Austria from this flank. And I guess I shouldn't pause to see what happens. I guess France is sieging down here now. I got some more diplomacy points, gonna spend them with France. Oh, what do we got? Now Denmark and Holstein are attacking Austria. That's interesting. That makes it so that there's another diversion for Austria. They might be able to attack from back here eventually, although they probably don't have a lot of troops. Let's see. Denmark has 10 brigades, Holstein has 4 brigades. Well, that's better than nothing. France has 100 brigades. Austria has 50 brigades, so it's a little odd that the military strength... Yeah, this is weird. But it's shaping up to be quite interesting with all the opposition between the great powers. Prussia is still unaligned with anyone. Let's see if Italy and France can swing this one around. Looks like these guys are losing quite a bit of military power now. That's interesting to see. I guess once France is able to bring back its troops from Brazil, French Brazil, wow, okay, they actually took some more Brazil. Italy is getting stomped though. That's quite historical, I suppose. Okay, we got a bunch more generals that we can make, and we got some more diplomacy points. And what else we have? We almost have stock exchange, so we'll be getting another boost to our income. Moralist resurgence. Let's rejoice. Yeah, they're losing quite a bit of strength now. I guess the Danes are also killing a few of their troops. Although I don't really see anything occupied yet by them. I might be wrong. All of this has been unsieged, that's not good, but looks like the French are eating away at the Austria down here. Right, stock exchange has been done. Let's go for ad hoc money bill printing. As long as these guys are at war, I can't really create any flashpoint tension, so I'm still getting extra soldiers. We're actually up to 5 brigades now. Let's take a look at my population. We're over 3,000 here, so that's good. This means 1 brigade, 2 brigade, 3 brigades, 4, 5 brigades. It's good to know that I need 3,000 in total for 2 brigades. Let's see, how is this evolving? Looks like it's, oh no, it's going back and forth a little bit, but Austria doesn't really have much military power left, so let's hope that France or Italy isn't stupid enough to give up now. Austria is about to crumble. Hell, even the Danish might be able to win now. Not sure why they are so... Let's see, battles, minus 26. Defender occupation. Eventually it'll have to swing back. But it's not. Very odd. Thing is, I want the Austrians to be rather weak, because usually they will align themselves with the Ottomans, which is a bad thing for me. And also, I'm going to want to expand a little bit into Austria as well, if I get the chance. But I want to get into the Ottomans first, because it's a much better state down here. Over here we only have 3 provinces with, well, sheep. With sheep, grain and timber. That's not very interesting. Over here we got a bunch of timber and iron. Actually, we're making a lot of money now. Let's boost our all of this. Let's see how much we have left. 4, 6. Okay, that's plenty. This is still going down, oddly enough. Oh, and we also got the USA fighting against Mexico and Colombia. And the USCA. Yeah, this is weird. How are they still losing? They should be steamrolling Austria now, because, well, even the Danish would be able to take out the Austrians, maybe. I certainly hope that they win. But I think the French are sort of running out of troops now. Italy actually has more troops than French. Let's see, are the French allied with Italy? Yeah, they are. And Italy is allied with only France. Let's see. No, they wouldn't. What about France? Minus 1,000 because I'm allied with another great power. Well, let's boost the relations anyway. Okay, now it's going back in favor of the French. I guess Saxony still has quite a decent army. No, actually no. And we're nearing 5% soldiers, which is quite nice. 5 brigades still isn't really much though. But it's better than nothing. We might be able to squeeze out 6 brigades. Let's take a look. This one's about to hit 3,000 soon-ish. This one probably won't. Let's see, this is this state right here. We got 50,000 people. Actually, no, probably not. Oh, we got another boost with the Coke invention. That's great. I'm making a ton of money. And I guess I'm gonna have to do a bunch of military research soon. Wow, actually looks like Italy was dumped out of this war. That's very odd. Not sure why Italy actually gave up. They could still lose this one, oddly enough. I guess they would need the Danish to actually go and attack Austria somehow. Let's see, what are they doing? I'm not even seeing anything. Maybe they don't have military access enough to get there, which would be a shame. Let's take another look. Austria has 18 brigades left. France has 18 brigades left. Okay. Still, France should be able to win this one. Hopefully. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. So thank you very much for watching and see you next time.